Hello, I'm Vanessa and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe at the end. And if you're not new, thank you very much for watching and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about being pretty, about self-confidence and how I built that up, how I used to question myself about my look. So if you're interested, keep watching. So, as you grow older, as as teenage person, teenage girl or boy, you know, then you start to question, oh, am I pretty? Am I not? And when I was younger, I did think I was ugly. And it wasn't about my body, it was literally my face, like, my face, like my nose, my eyes, my lips, how it was constructed. I just felt like, I didn't have a pretty face. And I started noticing that when I was about 11, 12, growing upwards, I didn't feel pretty anymore. And it's not that I look at myself and I was like, no, I'm ugly. It didn't happen like that. It was like, you might get comments from people saying, I don't think you're pretty, or I don't think you have a chance with this guy. Comments like that. That it puts you off, and you're gonna believe people. And they always say, if everybody's saying the same thing, if everybody says you're bad, you must be bad. So if everybody says that you're ugly, you must be ugly. So you have these people like calling you ugly. So I was like, well, I must be ugly then. And I think there was one day that someone asked me, oh, do you think you feel attractive? And I was literally thinking, and I was like thinking like this, do I think I'm pretty? And I answered the girl, no. Literally, that's my response was. It wasn't like a direct no, because when I was looking at myself in the mirror, I didn't see myself as ugly. Like, I used to question myself, like, what the hell is wrong with my face? Like, I was looking at myself and I was like, I just don't see the problem. But, people were commenting saying I wasn't pretty. So I was like, well, there must be something wrong with my face. But, I just didn't know what it was. So I used to look at myself in the mirror and try to pick what the hell it was and asked. I just couldn't find out. I just couldn't figure it out. And yeah, if people say you're ugly, you're gonna believe that you're ugly. You know what I mean? And when you went out with girls that were prettier than you, and you see these comments from boys like from the street, shouting nice things to your friend that's next to you, and nobody shouts nothing to you, you feel like crap. And that happens to me loads of times, yeah. At the beginning, I was kind of getting used to it, but I don't know. One day, I got really pissed off, and I wasn't angry at her, but I just got really pissed off at myself. Like, she got nice comments, and I didn't. So I just didn't know what it was. There was another time there was a girl who told me, you're not ugly, but you're not pretty. But I feel like she tried to say that not to call me ugly. So I was like, oh. I just didn't know. Like, I was looking at myself in the mirror every single day, and I was like, I just don't know what's wrong with my face. At the beginning, I was picking at my nose, or is my nose too big, or whatever. But I look at the other black girls, they got bigger noses than me, and they still get the attention. And I was like, well, it's not my nose, it's something else. And I was picking like little characteristics from my face. And I was like, is it the way this is positioned? Should my lips be a little bit down? Should the lip bone bigger? I don't know. Should my eyes look, should my eyes be a little bit closer together? I was just looking how I could move around my face features around so I could look pretty. Like, I just didn't know what was the problem. But yeah, and I spent years finding the problem, and till today, I still can't find it. I still cannot find it. So I still look at pieces like, what the hell is wrong with me? And later I was like looking at surgery, and I was looking at surgery. I was looking at the screen, and I was like, what the hell can I get? Lip fillers. I've got bigger lips. A nose job. If I get a nose job, black girls, black people, never get a nose job. Every single time you get a nose job, it never goes right. So I couldn't get that. What should I get? A jawline, some chin fillers. That's not gonna make a lot of difference. So I was like, oh, I just didn't know what was the problem. And I've been years looking for problems, and it's, I just didn't find the problem. And when you go out, when you see guys, you see girls that have a massive line of boys behind them, and later you look behind and you've got like a couple, like one or two, and you're like, feel like, you feel like, oh, you feel so bad. Like, I felt like rubbish. There will be times that I hate going out with really, really pretty girls, because I was like, oh my god, they're gonna get all the attention and I'm not. So, I'm gonna feel like shit. And I was like, ooh, like, I have struggled by feeling pretty. And there's a lot of people that say, oh, I feel pretty because I was big. Like, being pretty wasn't even about sizes anymore. Like, it was actually my actual face that I thought there was something wrong with it. But as I said before, I've looked at my face and I still don't know what's wrong with my face. Like, but deep down, I never believed that I was ugly. Never. Never felt that I was ugly. It just, people told me I was ugly. And if people tell you that you're ugly, it must be true, innit? So, but when I was looking at the mirror, I've always picked up things in my face. And, I just never saw it. Like, what's the problem? And as I said before, I was picking characteristics of my face to see which was the problem. And I still didn't figure it out. I still didn't know what was the problem. So, yeah, that was me. That was me, like, a few years back. And, it came one day, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, bro, I am not ugly. Now, people can say that. People can say what they want. But I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, I've been looking at problems, defaults, like literally bad things about my face. And I haven't found anything. Obviously, you find those little tiny things like, oh, I've got spot there. My scars here are ugly. Oh, I've got a fat face. Those kind of little insecurities that you have, but like proper feeling ugly. I didn't feel ugly, you know what I mean? So I was like, I can't rely on people to tell me if I'm pretty or not pretty. If you don't believe yourself that you're pretty, how can you go with it? You know what I mean? So I was like, I need to believe in myself. So, I started, believing in myself. I was like, all right, I felt pretty. And whatever people said, I just didn't give a shit anymore. Like, you calling me ugly, well, you can call me whatever. Like, and we've all met those people. I've met those people, yeah. People think they're pretty, but I see them and they're actually ugly. I don't know, but I do feel that everybody has different tastes in what is pretty and what is ugly. But yeah, I have met those people that people think she's gorgeous. He's very good looking, and I'm just like, is this what you call good looking? What the hell is this what you call good looking? So we have all met those kind of things, and that happens. Like, everybody thinks that is really gorgeous, and there will be one or two people saying it's ugly. Like, I've seen it loads of times, and I'm like, he's ugly, she's not that pretty, and everybody says, oh, she's gorgeous. And everybody has different things to say. But yeah, I just felt like everybody was telling me I wasn't pretty, and I believed it, even though when I was looking at myself, I just didn't see any problems. And obviously, you can't ask your mom, question her, am I pretty? Obviously, they're going to say yes, because it's your mom. She sees, I don't know why, but moms, when they give birth to you, they see you as the perfect person. And it just happens. They see you, oh, she's very pretty, she's very this, she's very that. So you can't, I just couldn't rely on my mom. I was like, I'm going to stop asking you questions, because even though she said, oh my God, you're very beautiful, you don't even know what you're talking about. And I'm like, yeah. But, you can't, I just couldn't rely on my mom, because obviously she was biased. When you see those people saying, oh, she's the most gorgeous thing I ever seen in the world. And I'm like, oh, it's just extremely biased. So you can't ask your mom if you're pretty or not. So, I there was a point that, I avoided it. I was like, I'm not even going to ask you. But yeah, I started looking at the mirror and I was like, bruv, If I think I'm pretty, that's the most important thing. Like, if you don't believe that you can do it, or if you are that person, well, where are you gonna go in life? So believe it first. So for the people who rely on people, don't rely on people to tell you you're good, you're bad, you're pretty, you're ugly. No, that doesn't work like that. If you don't believe that you're bad or you're